Greetings. Happy August 2023 to you. I'm starting this reading off with some deep breathing. I will dive into some of the cosmic events that are happening this month that will affect us, and then I will dive into your zodiac rating for your sun, moon, or rising sign. So if you are here on this particular reading for your sun sign, go check out your rising definitely and your moon sign. All right. Get comfortable, get relaxed, be wherever you're at. If you're driving, you can skip over this part and soften your jaw, your brows, any tight spaces in your body, your sit bones. We're just gonna do 3 deep breaths. I usually do more, but we're just gonna do 3 deep breaths to be present and also to clear out any distractions and to minimize noise and also to make you susceptible to discernment and alignment to what messages want to come in for you, okay? Take a deep inhale through your nose. You're gonna fill up your belly with warm air like you're blowing up a balloon. And while you're doing that, feel free to set any intentions that you like, especially during this full moon in Leo tomorrow. I'm sorry, not in Leo, in Aquarius. Exhale through your nose or your mouth. Cool air. And as you're inhaling and exhaling, acknowledge the parts of your body that are relaxing. Acknowledge the parts that are tightening. Be gracious with yourself and send your breath into those spaces that are in pain and that are tense and tight, okay? Deep inhale. Release what no longer serves you. Last inhale, deep, deep, deep inhale. Don't be shy. Deep, 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 dig deep. Pull up energy from the center of the earth through the bottom of your feet, through your core. Inhale, inhale. Through your crown. As you exhale, pull down divine energy from the cosmic realm through your crown, back through your body to the soles of your feet, through the center of the earth. Feel that energy traveling in you and around you and setting your atmosphere. So I have my handy dandy notepad or paper because there's a lot of cosmic events taking place this month. You're starting with the full moon in Aquarius, which is Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. And this is a time where you might be sharing your gifts, or you're considering what you bring, who you are and how you show up in the universe, how you show up in the earth, and what you contribute, what you want to share, what you already share. This might be an emotional time for you as well, so you might find yourself kind of being recluse and just wanting to be in your own space, which is fine. New moon in Leo is on August 16th. It's on Wednesday. This is a time for you to plant seeds of intentions and inspiration. This could be a big confidence boost where you kind of see yourself in a new light. Leo energy is very present. They're very seen, and with minimal shame, they're okay with wanting attention. And I think that this is an era where we're giving ourselves permission to want attention and to be intentional about the kind of attention that we attract, that we desire, and that we deserve, and that we're worthy of, okay? Full moon in Pisces is on Wednesday, another Wednesday, August 30th. So in August, we have 2 full moons, August 1st and August 30th. August 30th, Pisces, this is a great time for healing rituals. This might be a time to activate ideas as well, especially ideas that you've planted earlier in the year. This is a good time to emote and to nurture yourselves, okay? Mercury retrograde starts on August 23rd. Mercury goes into her micro braids on August 23rd, 2023. That's usually about a month or so. The pre-shadow starts about a week and a half before that, 2 weeks before. So you might start noticing glitches and all that good stuff. You know, the communication, you might not be speaking as thoroughly or as intentionally or as clearly as you'd like. Give yourself grace, give other people grace for misunderstandings. This is a great time to, if people are coming back, which I'm going to get into that in a minute with this Venus in retrograde into your life, it might not be like shove them away. This might be to rectify some things or to clarify some things, or they might have just come to mind. And it's like, okay, great, they're coming because there's an interaction that's intended to be had, and there might be a lesson or something unresolved that you might reconnect on. The fifth thing that I'm going to talk about, there's more, but this is the biggest one. Venus is in retrograde right now. It's the biggest one to me. I say that just because it's been affecting me the heaviest so far. It's in retrograde now. It started July 22nd, and it's supposed to be going into Virgo season, September 3rd, 2023. And this is a time to finish up old projects, because Venus is dealing with creativity, love, romance, all of that stuff. So you might have even some old romantic flings or parts of yourself that you suppressed coming back, especially as far as love interest goes. And you have some unfinished business. And again, this doesn't have to be a negative thing. Just be discerning. If it's something that was destructive to you before, then yeah, maybe let it live where it lived. But be discerning and be mindful during this time. Irreversible cosmetic surgeries, this might not be the best time for them for Venus is in retrograde, because you can't go back and fix it. And then at least not the way that you would want to. This could be a time of paying debts. This is also a time to challenge your attachment to money and how you make it, what you make it mean about you and your worthiness, and how you correlate the two, okay? Like I said, there's so much other information to share about the cosmic events that are happening in August, because they are thick. But those are some of the biggest ones, and the ones that were the most meaningful to me right now that I wanted to share with you all. So if you do have any questions, reach out to me. Also, go onto Google and inquire some more and do your meditations and your prayers to get clarity on what this means for you. Okay, let's get started. Sag. Peace. Happy August. This reading is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to be pulling a card for each week of August for you. Put my cards together. If you find that this reading does not resonate, or even if it does, check out your other placements. So if you're watching your sun sign in Sagittarius right now, check out your rising and moon elsewhere. And if none of them resonate, it's perfectly fine. Don't force it. Don't force it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe, Mellow Neptune Waters, so that you can get notifications on when I upload readings for each month, and even some of the little in-between sweeteners that I'll post from time to time. Like, comment, and share this reading. If you would like a one-on-one reading, you can email me, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com. You can even book directly on my website, mellowneptunewaters.com. All right, we'll pull a card for each week, Sagittarius. August 2023, Sagittarius, first week. Woohoo, Page of Wands, first week. Third week. Fourth week. This one wants to come out. Okay, that's easy. She got something to say. What you saying, Ace of Pentacles, okay. I will start by saying this because it's coming it's the first thing that's coming. If you are going to have a windfall of money, or if there's going to be money that comes in, whether it's from work, whatever, loan, whatnot, be mindful of how you spend it. Be mindful of how you package it or protect it or put it in savings, how you interact with it. Be mindful of it. It's not so much a warning as it is just a little caution, awareness. First week, Page of Wands. We'll start from the beginning. I just needed to share that based on some of the cards that came out. Page of Wands, fire. fire. This is y'all's energy. Page of Wands. It's like you're making some shiz happen. You're very inspired and motivated, inspired, activated. I heard creative. And so there's might be some manipulating, some creating, some hands-on stuff that's happening this week for you. I might go ahead and pull a clarity card. Like I said, for the other readings, I'm playing it by ear for each one, and y'all, the lighting is going to do what it's going to do because I'm using natural lighting. I prefer it that way. So it might adjust, and that's A-okay. Page of Wands, first week. Excuse me if I'm speaking quickly. I just don't want y'all's reading to be 45 minutes. You know, I love a good 45-minute reading on YouTube. I do. Clarity on Page of Wands for Sagittarius first week. Death. Death. I love this card. So it's really feeling like you're starting the fire. It feels like you're starting the fire, Sagittarius, because it's you. You are the flame. You are the fire. And you're setting ablaze your own death. You know what I mean? Your own transitions. Like you're activating it. You're putting it into motion. It's like you're clear. Like, this needs to go. This needs to activate. This needs to go. With that, we're not in Mercury in her microbraids just yet. When you're doing that, just be discerning. Use your meditation and your prayer. I say that because you might burn some ish that you needed. It's like vibranium, right? You burned all down. It's like that's what you needed. That was your ailment. That was your salve. That was your balm. That was the thing that was healing. That was the thing that was good for you. You don't want to burn that down. You want to keep that. So some of the things that you've harvested, that you've put in great work and intention on, don't burn that down. But, you know, I get it. You're hyped and you're ready. And you're ready for movement and momentum. And so you're ready to set some ish on fire. And I think that's beautiful. Because you're ready to let it go. Like you're willing and ready to let go of just, I feel like you're at the place of like, what needs to go? Fine, whatever. I've been fighting it, whatever. Just let it go. How do I do it? What do I do? Just blow torch? I got it. Take it easy and let spirit guide you and show you what needs to go, when, and how. But I love the death card because for me, especially if I feel stagnant, the death card lets me know, especially if I've been feeling stagnant and pained or just angsty or whatever, it validates it, this card, because it lets me know, okay, yes, something is dying off. I'm changing skin and I'm blossoming. I'm going from caterpillar to butterfly. Like there's something great is happening for me. Just be careful not to burn the very thing you worked so hard to create. Okay. Second week. 9 of coins. Okay, so here we go. This came out in reverse. So this is part of what I mean. Don't be so quick to burn shiz down that you wind up burning something that was intended to work in your favor. Be careful not to sabotage yourself. Be careful not to, you know what I mean? You've put in so much energy, Sagittarius, and you whatever you did or were doing to create this monetary wealth, or not even just money, just your life, your livelihood, whatever energy and intention you've put into that, be careful not to burn it down. I'm going to pull a clarity card because it did come in reverse, especially after we were just saying not to burn this shit down. Because then after that, for the third week, is the 5 of Pentacles, okay, which represents loss. It represents like destitution sometimes. It represents or a slowing down of money coming in. So again, be careful, be discerning, be mindful. I'm not warning you, I'm not telling you don't burn whatever you was gonna burn down. I'm not talking literally because I'm not encouraging arson. I'm talking figuratively. you want healing, or you want action, you want movement, and you're ready to let the things, like, you're just ready for it. And so you're willing to do whatever you need to let things go. And I get it. Just, again, be mindful, because that could backfire. Okay? You have the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse, and the Fool, all of these pentacles, all this money, and you just want to be mindful that you don't throw it all away. I will also say it is not always a horrible thing, though I don't know that many will agree with me, when there is loss. I say that because it really zooms out, and you're able to see things from a different perspective, and you're really able to put things into perspective and see things clearly, and see what's what needs to happen, and you're able to see what really needs to go and what's dying. It could be your attachment to money. It could be your connection being so intertwined, in the sense that you're making it mean something about you. I mentioned that in the beginning of the reading in regards to Venus retrograde. I don't know if you heard it. If you didn't, go rewind and listen to it in the very, very beginning. Venus being in retrograde. Venus has to do with money, beauty, enjoyment, pleasure, and all that good stuff, creativity, creating. And so the money connection, while Venus is in retrograde, this is an opportunity to connect with what we tend to make money mean about us, and vice versa, and how we associate our worthiness to our money or our lack. Okay. Clarity card on 9 of Pentacles for the second week. Really, for all of this, I want clarity on all of this. All right. The Hierophant. Yeah, this is what we just said. You're shifting your mindset. You're shifting your perspective, your beliefs. You're like this really mutable sign, Sagittarius. This really might be challenging you to accept a new way of creating income and or accepting income, because income comes in so many different ways. Creating stability, the sense of stability, the sense of home, the sense of family, the sense of work and career. Really, this could be you really just wanting to quit your job cold turkey. And I'm not telling you not to, and I'm not telling you to. I am saying or suggesting, based on the cards and based on what Spirit is showing me, you should just kind of, I mean, you might need to do a divination. We might need to do a one-on-one reading, or you have a reading with somebody else, or your own reading, meditation, prayer, altar, whatever your passion or whatever your faith is, to get your clarity on how to move forward before moving forward, before you go and burn all the shit down. Do some divination to get clear. All right? Because your faith or your belief around money, security, wealth, work, it's shifting. And it's pretty, not rebellious, revolutionary. I think that it might be pretty revolutionary. Third week, I'm going to pull a card for y'all. On this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we will move on. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Swords. It could feel like the worst thing for you. It might feel like, or think like, the worst case scenario has happened. It might feel like that, and it might actually be that. Listen to the revelations, and I really strongly feel like there's going to be something in the angel cards that's going to bring something else out for you. Listen to the messages that come through. These things that might feel like nightmares might have information for you. Pay attention to them. Don't shrug them off just because they might be uncomfortable, like literal nightmares, like when you're asleep or when you're awake. Pay attention to them. There's messages, there's information in them. There's information in the beauty and in the excitement and in the pleasure, yes. There's also so much meat, so much worth in the things that we avoid, right? How do you know that? You wouldn't know that if you keep avoiding it. If you keep running away from the things that seem dark and unpleasant, you would know that there's information there because you avoid it. So this is an opportunity to sit with it and to listen to what divine is speaking and saying to you. It's brilliant, really. Fourth week, the Fool card. I love the Fool card. Another favorite for me. Came out in reverse. So again, this month for you could feel like a fumble. It could feel like a lot. And it could feel like, okay, all of this stuff is happening. I'm afraid to jump out on faith. I'm afraid to step out on faith because I don't know what's going to happen. Is I'm going to fall? Am I going to be caught? Like, am I going to be redeemed? Let's get I'll pull a clarity on this. Look at. I moved differently in everybody's readings. I'm very spirit-led, so I'm always going to move according to what spirit is showing me. Look at you, back to back. You have the very beginning stages. That is the Fool. That is the taking the leap of faith and stepping out and trusting that you'll be caught. It came out in reverse for you, so you might be feeling like, I don't know if I'm gonna get caught, so I don't know if I want to take that step. Magician came out right after the Fool. It comes after the Fool in the major arcana in the life journey. It came out in reverse as well. So the message here that is coming forth is, yes, this may have felt devastating. Yes, this may have felt very challenging. This may have felt like a struggle to encounter, to endure. But the thing is, listening to the messages, listening to the words that want to come forth for you, Sagittarius, because if you're running away because of the pain, because of the sword, whether you feel backstabbed, whatever it is, if you're running away from it, you're missing the information that's in it. And you're going to repeat the cycle, especially this fourth week with Mercury in retrograde. You might repeat the cycle. And it's just going to keep coming up. So in order to journey on to the next level, the next step, it requires you to flip these cards from reverse, which is how they both came, to the upright. I just heard sacrifice. It's very interesting. I don't use that. I don't hear that all the time, but sacrifice. The sacrifice, I mean, it shows you who you are for real. It shows you the magician that you are for real, what you can create when you have trust and when you have belief. And that's why I said it's important for you to listen to the information here. This might feel like nightmares and dark dreams and just torment, but really what it is bringing you back to yourself and closer to God, Source, Divine, Olodumare, however you relate to the higher power. Information, I'm getting information. There's so much information for you this month. There's so much information. And if you can just endure, do what you need to, Sagittarius, this month. Do what you need to in order to really absorb everything that this month has for you. It's a lot. And so do the things that you love and that interest you, because it'll help sweeten the sour interactions, okay? Buy yourself some flowers, go treat yourself, rest, sleep and rest. Don't deprive yourself, hydrate, get some crab legs if that's your thing. You know what I mean? Like, really take care of yourself and nurture yourself. Definitely be hydrated. If you need to fast, do that. But just be present, be clear, because you started this month with Page of Wands, ready to activate some ish. And that's beautiful. It's powerful. The moment that card flipped up, it was like, ooh, it's intense. It's beautiful. So keep that same energy, because it's bringing things to a head. It's bringing you new opportunities. It's bringing you new opportunities if you're ready for it, if you've done the work. And the work is trust and listening to the messages that are coming forth. Okay. I feel like there's more information with this Fool card, Magician, but I could talk all day. It's, I'm hearing activating. It's definitely an activating month for you with this fire energy. Then you'll have your tools once you trust yourself and once you realize that, especially if you choose not to burn everything down that ain't supposed to be burned, which might wind up happening anyways. And if it is, give yourself some grace and some forgiveness. But I'm thinking about how long this reading is, and it's going to go over for Instagram. That's okay if it does for Instagram. Go to my YouTube channel and go watch the rest of it there. This is good. The Fool card and the Magician give you the opportunity to start fresh and to really be with yourself and to be yourself, okay? And to utilize your tools, especially if it's a matter of getting yourself out of a rut. All right? Don't be afraid to jump, because you'll land and you'll be safe, and also there's some great things down there, so jump. And you'll land, and again, you'll find all the power that you have to create all the tools. When you land, it's like, oh, okay. Let's pull an angel card. Again, this Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities. If you are willing to do the work. And some people mean that by like work hard, work. It's actually the opposite. It's usually meaning sit your ass down and do the internal work while Spirit does everything else. So you don't have to burn down the forest to start it anew. Let Spirit do that. You be activated and inspired, and you give them permission, all of your guides, sure, but you might not know what needs to be burned down and what needs to stay. All right? So this is kind of almost dependent on you, kind of. It's going to come anyways. It's just that you don't know the way in which it's going to come and the timing and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And that's fine. Just, you know, gotta take it easy. What? Gotta take it easy. What? Just know that what you're working for and towards is there for you. It's restoring. I just needed to say that. All right, what do your angels have to say for you? Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. Angels, what do you have for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising for their August 2023? What message do you have for your babies? Sacred plan. Sacred plan. I'm hearing, what's her name? Karen Clarkshear's song, Secret Place. Is it called Secret Place? I feel like singing it, but I also don't want to. But that song just came up to me when I saw this card, Sacred Plan. So there is something working behind the scenes, bigger than your understanding, and it's working in your favor. Hold tight to your faith. Whatever your faith is, hold tight to it. Let's do one more card. It will be a yes or no card. Okay, so ask your question, take a deep breath, breathe, get clear, set your intention on the question that you have, a yes or no question. Let's see what card comes out for you, okay? Three different cards came out. I think, well, I'm so sorry. This says you're having a laugh. This says, it's a no. And the other aggressive card says, laugh out loud, definitely not. I kind of want to listen. I'm a little curious now, especially with all this laughter. It's very sarcastic, so your question may have been facetious. You may have already had the answer to it, whatever. I'm curious. What was your question, Sagittarius? What you ask? I love it. I love you, Sagittarius. Take care. Reach out to me, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com, if you would like a one-on-one reading or a clarity reading on this spread. Email me there or check out my website, mellowneptunewaters.com. I love you. Stay dope. Bye.